Hi, everyone. This is Peggy Rometo, and this is the Weekly Wake Up. So my apologies, no video this week. I'm having a little mouse problem with my laptop, and I'm traveling. So this is what we're left with. So it will fine-tune that auditory sense in you. So if you can just listen and allow my voice to help you to relax and drop into that space that's yours, so that we can all receive the information for the week. And so remember, we always start with just going into our heart, dropping down into the center of the earth. By that, I mean using our imagination, drawing a white light from the center of our chest all the way down into the center of the earth, and then inhale that white light from the center of the earth all the way up our body, up to the top of our head, hold it for a count of 3, and then exhale all the way back down our body again, as we let go and relax. And we do that for a cycle of 3 breaths, each time letting go, each time relaxing. And this is something I hope that you'll carry into each and every day, because as you do that, you're training yourself to let go, to get to neutral, so you can just receive information. Now, whether that's just sitting in a business meeting and talking to somebody and you just need to get out of your head so you know what to say or anticipate, it's just a really wonderful tool that helps us get to neutral and be grounded so that we can receive and be our best. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. Okay, so just go ahead and close your eyes, go into the heart, exhale, and then let's go ahead and use our imagination and drop down to the center of the earth, and then we'll begin with the 3 breaths. Okay, so right away, what's coming up for me is just stability. That this week is about exchanging old energy for new, letting go of what's not working, letting go of things that have hampered you or taken you sideways or that doesn't serve you anymore, and newfound stability is going to be found. And sometimes it takes effort for us to find stability. Sometimes it requires us to trust and to let go of things that are no longer working. So you want to stop and examine your life and look and see, wow, does this still work for me? Does this relationship still work for me? Does this job still work for me? It can even be small things such as, does this, diet work for me? Does this particular food work for me? Does this, alcohol work for me? Whatever it can be for you, right? That can be a trigger that takes you out of being the best you can be. Or sometimes things plateau and we realize, wow, you know what? It doesn't serve me to run anymore. I'm getting some joint pain, so maybe I need to go to swimming, right? So if there's a natural flow to things, or sometimes, you eat a certain way and then suddenly that diet's not working and you got to change it up. You've got to eat something different. So there's all these different things that we go through in life that change, right? And as we're always evolving and changing, we have to look and see what needs changed around us. So this week it's about finding newfound stability for ourselves through change, through letting go, through allowing the universe to support us. Now, sometimes people don't like change. A lot of people are afraid of change. A lot of people go, that's not what I'm interested in. But it doesn't matter because change is always coming. It's always happening. So all you can do, if you're somebody like that who resists change, is just stop, right? And easier said than done. I know I'm making light of it, but what there is to do is just to accept it in the moment. And even if it's just small moments where you stop and go, I can handle this. It's okay. I'm going to get through this. This too shall pass, are all little great things that we can say to ourselves or to do in the moment that teach us just to let go, that teach us to surrender, to teach us to know that, hey, it's going to be okay. Something better is going to happen for me. I'm going to let go of this and something better is coming in. I may not know what it is, but I'm trusting that something better is coming in. Okay, so let's see what else is in store for us this week. Okay, so I like this. Some of us are actually doing proactive change. In other words, some of you already are working on this. You already see, wow, this doesn't work for me. You've already seen, I need to make an adjustment here. And the good news is, if you've already seen it, they're showing me the universe has the wind at your back, which means support is coming. Support has arrived. It's going to push you in the right direction. Things are going to just lift you up and push you forward. So I see this beautiful vision of the ground coming up to meet you. So every step you take, you're not going to fall in a hole. The earth is going to rise up to meet you. So you have this perfect new solid golden ground to step on, and the wind is going to be at your back, meaning full support, moving forward. Have no fear. Just know where you're going in terms of, even if it's just today, I know what I don't want, put my focus on what I do want. And that's the biggest thing. A lot of times we'll look at I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want my girlfriend to break up with me, I don't want my husband to leave me, I don't want to lose my house, I don't want to get fired at work. And then that fear, that in our mind is actually becomes the loudest voice. And the universe works with the loudest voice. The loudest voice is what it answers to because of our free will. So which voice are you screaming at the universe? Is it don't? Or is it, I want, I'm open to receive, I need this in my life? Focus on where you want to go, and that's what you're going to receive this week. That's where the universe is going to help us. So just make that, that little shift in your mind. If you catch yourself and you start to listen to that self-talk, just notice what it is. Now, what if you are one of those people and you're just recognizing that all your focus has been on what you don't want? Now what? Well, it's an easy fix. When it shows up, you just accept it. You just go, oh, that's just me doing that. Okay, all right. Delete, all right, it's fine. I'm just afraid. It's okay. Now, this is what I do want, right? So because sometimes the more you push something away, the bigger it grows, right? Because, again, now your focus is on changing that instead of going where you want to go. So you just accept, oh, that I'm one of those people. Okay, I know that about myself. Now I need to add the other. I need to start saying, this is what I want. And eventually you'll exchange out the old for the new way of being. So it's just a process. What you don't want to do is go, oh, my God, I'm that person, and push it away, because it will just get bigger. All right? So just a little trick. Just notice it. Accept that part of yourself. Oh, that's me. I'm just a nervous Nelly. Okay, now I'm going to look in the other direction. I'm going to say, okay, this is what I do want. I do want a better job. I do want a higher paying position. I do want something fun. All right, one of my favorite mantras that I use nearly, I don't know, I can say it several times a day. Sometimes I go for several days to say it. Sometimes I say it for several weeks. But it's one of my favorite, and I have magical work for magical pay. I give magical service in a magical way. And it's Florence Scovel Shinn that was one of her quotes in her book. And it's one of my favorite quotes because it's fun. And I never know who's going to hire me or what's going to happen or where I'm just going to give service. And the pay can be just something magical. So it's a fun way for me to explore life and to be in contribution and never knowing who is going to pull into my orbit. So that's one of my favorites. That book I recommend. It's really terrific and will help you through whatever you're going through to focus and to really be your best self. It's one of my favorite things. So just wanted to share that with you. Okay, one last thing here. I'm rambling. Let's go on to anything else we need to be aware of for this week. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so if we can slow down, there's an opening for us to really receive something we hadn't anticipated, something that is unexpected, that's a real gift for us. Oh, I love this energy, guys. And all it requires us to do is to slow down, right? Be patient, trust. Now, sometimes the gifts that come in, when we're slowing down, all that can mean maybe is that we're not worrying anymore, or we're not rushing anymore. We're taking time. We're not quickly making that decision or quickly picking up the phone to retaliate to somebody. Instead, we're going, no, wait. Let me think about this. Let me think how I'm going to respond. Let me let go. Let me sit on it a day. Let me not fire off that text that, I want to get in that texting war, right? Or you want something, it's a hard time to sit with it. So if you just slow down, there's some gift that's going to open up for you. And sometimes the gifts aren't for us, but they're for people in our lives that are like gifts for us too, right? Like when your husband gets that raise, or you get the promotion, or your child gets that advancement, or a new grandchild is born, or you're pregnant, right? Or whatever it is for you, that gift that is coming in. And by slowing down, we're able to receive it this week. Oh, I really love that. And I hope you guys can feel the energy of that. It's really like coming up from the center of the earth. It's something we're giving birth to. It may be a project you've been working on. It may be a completion of something. It may be the sale of a home. It may be a new customer. It's endless, the gifts that can come into our lives. It may be an acknowledgement of good health. So whatever it is for you, there's a real beautiful energy, a gift coming into us, but we have to slow down, right? And by slowing down, we're going to recognize it, we're going to see it, and then we'll be able to appreciate it. And there's an old saying, what you appreciate grows. So I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Have an amazing week. Thank you for putting up with my little technology glitches. They seem to be common with me. What can I say? And if you like my weekly wake-up, please share it with your friends, post it, comment below. Love you all. Have an amazing week, and I'll connect with you again next week.